Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into another edition of That's What I Think with Brandon Swanson. I'm your fearless host, Brandon Swanson, coming to you one more time before 2017 ends. For many people, they're probably going, thank God in heaven that it's going to be over, and others, well, are there many others that really are excited, or that are sad, rather, that 2017 is going to be ending? There's not a lot of people out there, it doesn't seem like, that 2017 is going to be ending, but always on to fresh days ahead. 2018 just days away. And I wanted to go through the top 5 things that I loved in 2017 and the top 5 things that I just absolutely could not stand in 2017. So I will first go with the top 5 things that I hated in 2017. So first, at number 5, Harvey Weinstein. You are a piece of garbage. Him and everything that he stands for, with what he did to women, what just seemingly was all over Hollywood and multiple other spots for years and years and years, and he was really one of the guys at the top of all of it. A nasty man who used his power, his wealth, and his influence to hurt these women and ruin their lives and ruin their careers while he was in such a place to be able to help them. So Harvey Weinstein, you're a sack of crap. And number 5 on the things that I hated most in 2017. At number 4, the war on free speech. We can't speak our minds anymore, people, because someone else may not like it. Oh no. How many times at college campuses did people take to the streets, riot, burn things because someone was going to be coming to campus that they didn't like, that they tried to put off as hate speech because they just didn't want to listen to them? Well, guess what? You don't have to listen to them. It's called not going to the event. Simple. Simple. Free speech is something that we take for granted here in our country. We all have it. We all use it. And we need to all respect it from everybody else. What person A thinks is not usually what person B is going to think. And that is okay. As I say a lot of times, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because what person A thinks, person B can maybe understand. What person B thinks, person A can understand and come to not necessarily always accept, but be able to respect. That's what we've lost. That's why the war on free speech in 2017 was an ugly one, and hopefully one that comes to an end as we move forward heading into 2018. At number 3, violence in our country and abroad. I mean, violence, it seems like every year is rampant, and every year it gets worse. And this year, in 2017, it's been bad. And some of them, just to name a few of many, the Texas church shooting, Las Vegas, just the horrible violence, attacks, and murders that happen all day, every day in certain areas. And certainly, of course, the amount of terrorist attacks that happen over in Europe, in Paris, the Ariana Grande concert shooting. It's just incredibly sad. Incredibly sad, and I'd throw in there, because it hits home for me and many other people who I am close with, are the Chicago shootings that happen every single day in our community, in our communities, and it's something that needs to be looked at. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. And I can't say that I can stand here and say, I know how to stop it. I don't. I do not. But I think that we need to make a valiant push to try to do our best to limit this violence, to limit crime all over our nation and abroad. Those are our friends abroad. And we need to stand with them like they stand with us. And we need to move into a better place. And I think it starts with respect of others. Can't always be so salty and mean and angry. We can't do it. Instead of fighting, it's a cliche phrase, let's love a little bit more. Let's have a little bit more respect. Let's have a little bit more peace in our hearts instead of this anger that I think some of us in our country do carry with them on a daily basis. Number 2, on things that I hated in 2017, Taylor Swift's song, Look What You Made Me Do. It's crappy, it's bad. I don't know why she ever thought that would be a good song. Again, if you did not listen to it, don't. You're not missing out on anything. But if you feel compelled to do so, that's on you. I'm not saying you should. I'm actually saying you shouldn't. But if you'd like to listen to it, you'll understand why I hate it. After you're done listening to it, it really is terrible. But Taylor Swift's Look What You Made Me Do, her song, it just wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. And number 1 on the list of things I hated most in 2017, Donald Trump's tweets. Donald, you are no longer the host of The Celebrity Apprentice. You are the United States president. And it is time to act a bit presidential. When Donald Trump gave his speech after he had won the election in November, I thought, all right. A lot of people didn't like him. A lot of people did like him. Here's what he's going to give us. He's going to give us someone who's presidential, who moves forward in a very presidential, very diplomatic and tactful way. Well, he hasn't quite done that. So, what he needs to do is put down the phone and pick up the policies, because that is what a president does. He doesn't sit around tweeting all day long, all morning long. He sits around thinking of how can I make this country better. Not saying that he doesn't think that, but he needs to show that he thinks it a little bit more. Put down the tweets, put down the phone, and have some tact, and let's be presidential. I know you have it in you. So 2018 is going to be a good year for you, Donnie. You can do it. And now moving on to the good stuff. The top 5 things I loved in 2017. And starting at number 5, 28-3. Who did not love this 28-3 theme in sports throughout all of 2017? Something the Falcons will never be able to live down, and something the Patriots will remember for years to come. Patriots players and ownership telling their grandkids, telling their actual kids, I mean, all about it. It's stories that will live on forever. And then 28-3 obviously was able to be used in so many jokes across so many different sporting avenues. They used it when it came down to the Cubs beating the Cleveland Indians. I mean, it was really outstanding. It was really a whole lot of fun. And I just think that 28-3 throughout all of 2017 was pretty darn funny. That's all I got to say. At number 4, the Houston Astros winning their first ever World Series and bringing that to Houston, Texas, to the state of Texas at a time that Texas needed it so badly. After all of the destruction, after all of the hurricanes, the chaos, and that team was able to bring smiles to the people of Texas. So great for the Houston Astros. So very happy for them. So very proud of that organization. A great story. At number 3, first responders. Our first responders were amazing. They're always amazing. But here in 2017, I felt like they were called upon more and more and more and more often and more often. Of course, you have the hurricanes that just wreaked havoc and destruction along our southern border with Texas, with Louisiana, with Florida. And first responders were there. First responders went out into the water. First responders went out to save lives by putting their own on the line. Las Vegas. Our first responders ran in there to drag people out so that they could get the help they needed, so that they could get to safety, while again, first responders putting their lives on the line to save others. The fires in California, something that's so very prevalent right now, those fires raging in California, and our first responders being there to help move people from their homes, get them out of their homes to safety. Our first responders are amazing people. I couldn't be happier with them in 2017. At number 2 on the list of things I loved in 2017, I loved Anthony Scaramucci's 10-day stay as the White House comms director. What a joke that was. That was outstanding and hilarious. And how could you not absolutely just love that storyline? On a Friday, he's in there, starts his job, looks all very, very tactful, very diplomatic up there, little, hey, like he had this room just, he had him. He was going to be good with the press corps. He was set. And 10 days later, stories were coming out that he was swearing up and down in an interview, didn't know it was being recorded. Hey, Mooch, if you are part of the White House and you are doing an interview, you best believe it's going to be getting recorded, everything you say. That was just a funny one. I had to throw that in there. What a good one. I mean, truly, a funny story, one that I think made us all shake our head and laugh a lot. And number 1 on the list of things I loved most in 2017, it was humanity. It was humanity because even with all the terrible things that we saw happen in 2017 this year, we united every single time. People united and came together every single time. And it really ensures your hope in humanity that we'll continue to move forward, that we can continue to build up our nation instead of tear it down like many people have tried to do in the past. We can do it, but we can only do it together. And that is what I really felt we saw a lot of here in 2017. If it wasn't someone tweeting about someone at the Ariana Grande concert that people are putting up, I lost this person, and other people, random strangers, tweeting and saying, I think I may have found him, we may have found him over at this hotel. I mean, my gosh, that's incredible. The power of social media as well, to be able to do things like that. But random strangers helping strangers and only caring because they want to do the right thing. They want to help. That's amazing. It has restored my hope in humanity that we will move forward, we can move forward, but the only way we do it is together, uniting together. And that's what I think this week. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. Make sure you comment down below. I know I don't say that after every single show, but comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. What were things you loved and hated in 2017? And what are you looking forward to in 2018? I know I'm certainly looking forward to, hopefully, a revival of the Chicago White Sox. That would be nice. I'm also looking forward to many other things in 2018 as well. But again, thank you so much for your loyal viewership. I am very appreciative of all of you, and thank you for all you have done for us here at MVP in 2017. We hope you will continue to stick with us for 2018 and beyond. We're very excited about what we have going here. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful new year, everybody. We will be back next week, Wednesday, same time, 2 Central, 3 Eastern, and 12 Pacific. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful new year. So long.